The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Black Lincoln Collective, its guests, or decent human beings. You have been warned. The robot revolution will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Welcome to the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'll make it pop.
With your host, Parker. Featuring the sultry sounds of Fred and also Allan on the board.
Let's go already!
And now, let's start the damn show.
Welcome, one and all, to the 76th edition of the... What? Okay, thank you. Of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. I knew, sometimes you just gotta bear it, friend. It's like getting a prostate exam where you're like, can't do anything. Gotta do it. So, welcome to the show. Of course, this is going to be a great episode when we start with literally the third word out of my mouth, is prostate. But, what's new? So, I'm, of course, your host, Parker, and I am joined by my old buddy Freddie and
What's
Allan
going
on?
Hey.
What's up?
What's
What's
new?
going on?
How are things in Black Lincoln Collectiveville?
It's good. I like it.
So my kid asked me on the way to...
I like it.
The roads are
you
made
like
out of
it?
chocolate.
I'm
The trees
glad you
are made
like
out of
it.
candy.
It's like Willy Wonka, except you have to pay for everything.
Yeah.
They're like, we have chocolate, $6. Like, we have eggs,
$6.
$53.
Yeah.
But no, so on the way to dropping the kids off at school this morning, not a euphemism, Allan, actually taking them to the educational area that they go to. My son was like, Dad. Yeah, well, yes. He's like, hey, Dad, what would you name a city or like a country if it was your country? Like, would you call it like Mattsville, or what would you call it? And I was like, I had thought about it for a second, driving through traffic. And I was like, well, I think I would call it either like Fartsville, USA, or Pooptopia. And then I realized later, I was like, Poopsylvania would make so much more sense.
Poopsylvania.
Yeah. So what would you name Fred and Allan, each of you, if they made you president of the country of Fred and the country of Allan? What would you name your country? And it could be Fredaville or whatever.
Now, where is this country at?
Wherever you want it to be, wherever they say. You make it up, wherever the ideal scenario is in your mind. I don't know. See, like I said, I went for it because I was like, you know what? I wouldn't want to be selfish.
Right.
I would want to name it something that everyone can enjoy.
Nah. It's going to be like Fredacropolis.
Fredacropolis.
That'd be funny if it was that.
Fredacropolis.
What about you, Allan?
I don't know. I guess I would name it like Doucheville or something.
No, you wouldn't want to name it Doucheville. Because that wouldn't imply that you're a douche. Well, I mean, I'm not saying you're not a douche. I'm just saying, like, you wouldn't want to be like, hey.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess I would have used Fartville, but you took Fartville. So.
Fartville.
Fartville, but see, no, mine was Fartville, USA, which even though what that means is even if it was a different country, I would still make it Fartville, USA. Not United States of America, just USA at the end. So every time they say it, they'd be like, and now welcoming representative from Fartsville, USA. Exactly.
The esteemed dignitary.
His Highness the Lord of Fartsville, USA.
From Fartsville, USA.
I'm like, hey, I named my city after a fart because I'm funny. So I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what
it's a hard question. It's a harder question because you think about it. It's like naming your kids. You got to be like careful with that shit. because if you come out too hot and you just come up with a name, you're like, look at this, it's gonna be Fucktopia, Fuckville. Like, my kid's name is gonna be whatever, Alexis with like 4 E's in the beginning or some shit.
3 X's.
Yeah.
And
you're like, you're done, dude. Like, you just ruined that kid's life. I can't tell you. So, everybody knows my name is Parker. I can't tell you how many people have been like, dude, why didn't you name one of your kids Peter Parker? It's like Spider-Man.
No.
And I'm like, yeah, I know who. First of all, yes, I have known who Spider-Man was since I was a child because my name has always been the same as his.
Yes. Parker.
But more importantly,
I would
Parker. Never do that to a kid. Like, I couldn't. I even
Peter?
had to convince my wife at one point. No.
Peter Parker?
Because you know what? It would be funny. It would be really sweet and really cute for like 3 years. Right? And like the kid would be like, I love Spider-Man. I'm like, yeah, because that's your name. Great.
That's your name. You're Peter
Until
Parker.
he started interacting with other people. And then they're like, hey, Spider-Man. Hey, Spider-Man. Hey, Spider-Man. Hey, Spider-Man.
Hey,
yeah,
Spidey.
yeah. Hey, you working at the whatever the fucking village.
Every time he walks
today?
down the hall of school, Spider-Man.
Exactly, dude. Like, and it's not like, and the thing about it is like, so when I was growing up, it was one thing because he was kind of obscure comic book character.
Yeah.
That it wasn't like everybody in the world didn't know who Spider-Man
It wasn't
was.
mainstream.
Didn't know the name Peter Parker. You know what I'm saying? Like, but now that there've been 7 movies, 8 movies?
7. Yeah, 7
at least.
He's been in. He had 7 movies, but like then you got the Avengers and all that other stuff that he.
Right. So, but I'm saying, but now there's so many movies that it's like immediately.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that I'm not going to do that. I'm trying to think if there's anybody like what's the most Whitney? Like if you had a daughter named her Whitney.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Which I could
Allan had a kid. Which you what?
Which I could have.
He could have. I never thought of it until just now.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of what name is, the same as.
Right. Yeah.
I just can't. Like I said, I feel like it would be like in short-sighted, great idea, hilarious.
Well, I did name my son's middle name's Allan.
Yeah, that's a good name.
Yeah, so Allan. Yeah. I mean,
so you named him after Allan?
Allan.
I sure hope not.
But there was a NBA player named Allan Houston.
Who? Yeah.
Allen Iverson.
Rockets.
Right. No, he played with the Celtics, I think.
Oh,
I think maybe Baltimore.
I just thought that would be funny.
Well,
Fred, let me ask you a question, buddy. So on this is gonna be a dumb squid. I'm gonna make myself look like an idiot and just be ready for this because it's gonna get. I've been not. So this happened. So yes, but no more so today. So if I had to, okay, Fred, which would you prefer not to happen to you?
Oh my God!
Either A, being in a super creepy, like abandoned, decrepit, 99% of the chance haunted house.
Yeah.
Like by yourself.
Right.
A, would you like to be that? Or B, would you like to be locked in somewhere by yourself with no way to get out? Because
like, am I in danger?
You don't know. Because you're just locked in there and you're just like, oh shit, I'm locked in here now. And there's like nothing I can do to get out. No, maybe no. In this scenario, in this made-up scenario, Fred, there are no windows. Or if there are windows,
what did you get locked in a porta potty or something?
No, but there may or may not have been a potty in this scenario that I'm making up right now. So, Fred, which would you prefer? Would you prefer to be in a haunted house or locked in a house that you can't get out of with no windows for an undisclosed amount of time?
I've been locked in a place where I couldn't get out before, and
right, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I'll take the haunted house. I'll take the ghost. I'll fight a ghost.
So, what about you, Allan?
I have been married, so I'll take the ghost.
Well, guess what, guys? I may have alluded to it. Both of those things happened to me last week at the same time. I got locked.
You got locked into a haunted house?
Locked in this property. Like it was a double, just like 2-story thing. The bottom of it's like all abandoned. It's old as shit. And like I went in, locked the door, because I was taking pictures of it for my job, and turned around and I was like, I should lock the door behind me because I don't want some crazy crackhead popping up in here and stabbing me while I'm upstairs doing what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? I'd never seen this place in my life. Right. And so I, locked the door, went upstairs, or took pictures of this creepy ass place that does have a bathroom, and which we may or may not get to later. But and then
took a shit in that non-working toilet.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You took a grumpy.
Authorities. I do what I gotta do. Go upstairs, and this place is okay. If it's not haunted, like I swear to God, I saw it. I'll put a picture up as the show picture. If it's not haunted, I've never seen fucking something that's been haunted in my entire life. This was like I walked into fucking every horror movie ever. Yeah. It was like there's like one chair in the middle of the room.
Why'd you go in there?
Because I had to do my job. So the upstairs was, I guess, like an abandoned, like the whole. It was just fun.
So who do you work for? The Ghostbusters?
Yes, I do work for the Ghostbusters. Yes, I'm not supposed to tell you that, Alan.
I was the fifth Ghostbuster.
I was the one that I went on the first mission, got locked in the building and killed, and they never talked about me.
You were the one with the red shirt. He had the red shirt.
The red shirt Ghostbusters.
The city would have shut him down if they'd have found out about you.
They're like, he was our intern, so it's cool.
They'd have never got their business license.
Right, exactly. No one would have let them bust shit. So I go up here, and like I said, this place is haunted as shit. And like, so one of the things I do is take pictures and stuff. So taking pictures of it, I have to walk through it. There's like debris everywhere. Yeah. Shit. It's just terrible. Like I said, you have to see the picture of it. When you see the picture of it, you'll be like, holy shit. So go take my pictures, and I go back downstairs, and I'm like, oh man, like, I really gotta use the restroom. And so I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I'll just go out of here and go to the, we're like right beside whatever. So go to open the door, and I swear to God, dude, it was like a fucking comic book or like a cartoon. I go to turn the knob or like turn the lock, and when I turn the lock, the whole damn thing falls out. Just fell entirely out, like the whole piece, but only the piece that was on my side of it.
Right. Yeah.
So like I'm standing there and I'm like holding the thing in my hand. You can see my hand on YouTube. I'm just like, shit. What am I gonna do? Like, what can I do? I try to put the thing back in. Nothing does nothing. And then I'm like, okay, now I really do have to use the restroom quite a bit because it's been a few minutes of me like
Steven Seagal on that door, man.
Well, dude, I don't own them. I would have had to pay for it.
Me? You can't lock me in here. Just kick it down.
Fight
it. Actually, that has happened. That has happened to Parker before.
Yeah,
it happened to us in our old house. Remember 40 Main in the bathroom? The lock was broken in the bathroom.
Oh, dude!
You could only open it from the outside.
Yeah, we had a doorknob, so we had this doorknob, and I'll get back to the story in a second. But we had this doorknob, and like it was the screw, like the pin screw, that holds it together. Was loose. It was really old, but it would like you could put it on there, and you couldn't tell because it was really, like I said, it was heavy as hell, so it was really old. So what we used to do is we would prank each other by putting the side that would fall off on the either on the interior or the exterior, depending on how want to prank them. Usually on the interior, and then we would wait till somebody went to the bathroom. We do it like a minute, like so we know that they're pooping, they're doing their business.
Right.
All of a sudden, someone would come and just yank the damn thing out. So the person would see because the poop. When you're sitting there, you're looking right at the door. So all they would see is the doorknob just drop. But so we would do this whenever we had somebody over. If they went to the restroom, honestly, like, this is for years. This went on because we were, and you could have just screwed it back in, but that would be too much work. So we never, honestly, I never even thought about that. Like, I didn't know that's how it worked.
It's out of the question.
I know that's how it worked. So for years, people would come over, and it would happen over and over, and we would like put stuff. So like. It was like our own demented pooping version of Saul. Like we would put stuff in the room that they could use in a MacGyverly fashion
to get it open.
Escape. To get out. And if they got out, we're like, "Hey, all right, you did it," and like, good job. But if not, eventually we would,
Then when we had parties, we'd hear cook. And parties, we had cook.
You keep on knocking, but you can't come in.
No, we would never. Eventually let them out. Because then it would be a whole other thing. But yeah, dude, we used to do that shit all the time. We used to do such stupid stuff there. But it was fun, though. That was something that's pretty funny. It was a good prank. And like, that's a good harmless prank, Fred.
Right.
Good harmless prank. Nobody gets hurt. We give you a puzzle to solve. This is before Fred, Allan. I'm going to say this. I think we invented escape rooms.
Yeah, we did.
What? Black Lincoln Collective invented escape rooms.
Yep.
The year 1999.
Yeah.
Suck it up, America.
That's right.
That's
you
right.
wanted to shit or you couldn't get out.
Right. Yeah. If you wanted to take a shit, you just had to deal with it.
You had to deal with it.
We didn't time it though. Maybe that's where they got us because we didn't time it. But so anyway, so I'm in this room, I'm in this building, and yeah, I'm like, I gotta do what I gotta do. And there's a restroom, and I'm like, 50-50 chance the water's on. And so, there's no water in the toilet, so I hit the thingy, and it's like, filled up. I'm like, all right, I'm in, baby.
Did it.
Did my business, and was like, all right, let's see what happens. Nothing. No.
So I had one in the
It had one in the chamber, but it would have been a dry deal, So it had to. There's no choice, and that's why I was like. So finally, I called like my coworkers, and I'm like, dude, you guys gotta come help me. I can't do anything.
Bring me a bucket of water.
Well, no, I didn't care about that. I was like, get me out of this fucking building because there's a goddamn baby doll up there, possibly that I didn't see, just waiting. It's been waiting on me the whole time. So just like, oh, hello, let's play together.
No.
That'd be more like Chucky.
I called my wife and I was like, if I don't come home, this fucking doll or some shit took me out. Just be warned. And she's like, send me a picture of where you're at. And then I did. And of course, she has met my wife. And she's like, you're dead. Like, you're done. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. She's like, no, you're fucking dead. Bye. It was nice knowing you.
That'll be her next time she comes on. That'll be the story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that was the whole story.
She
She was like, tell me what happened. She's like, send me a picture. I was like, okay. And I sent her a picture. She's like, you're gonna die there. So love you. And that was it. And that was the end of the story. She's like, text me if you get out.
If you get out.
Not when I get out. If I get out. So So there's another door, but someone was smart enough to drill a 2x4 into the floor right there so that no one could possibly open it. So great, right? Yeah. Finally, I get my work folks to come to my rescue, and they're like, "What can we do? What can we do?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Here, I'm going to slide the key under the door, right?"
Yeah.
So I slide the key under the door. They try it because I'm like, okay, well maybe if they have the key out on the exterior, it'll just pop this thing open, right? No big deal. No, it does nothing. I'm still, and now I'm like, okay, we're in this small, like, little town. I don't know anybody here. And I'm like, I don't even know. I didn't even think about, like, just Google a locksmith, whatever,
Yeah.
But the guy, well, dude, what are you supposed to do? I'm trapped.
Locksmith ain't gonna show up.
Jimmy's a local locksmith.
Thankfully, actually,
you're in the old Johnson house. I'm not going anywhere near that place.
Right up the road. Yeah, exactly. He's like, we lost too many in there. Like, I'll call old man Johnson to go clean up the mess in a week or so. But so
his grandson,
like, just as long as he doesn't go upstairs, he'll be fine. Just tell him that. If he poops in there, it's over, man. They got the poop ghost. I can't remember
poop ghost.
Or whatever. The Chipsa is a Japanese toilet ghost, I believe. So that shit's haunted by a Chipsa.
Like in Dogma, the shit monster.
Yeah,
So finally, the guy's like, there's a guy with him who lived in the area, and he's like, I got a guy. And I'm like, all right, this is gonna. So a few more minutes go by, like, guy comes over, and the locksmith is a locksmith, okay, but he didn't bring any tools. He didn't bring one fucking screwdriver or anything. And I was like, he's just like walking. Yeah, he's just like walking over here. I don't see he doesn't have a tool belt on. He doesn't have anything in his hands. Like, how is he a locksmith? And like, it just doesn't make sense. And like, he comes over and he like looks at the thing and he's like, locked in? Yep, pretty much. He's like, all right, hold on a second. And he like grabs the fucking door, this glass door, and like starts shaking the shit out of it. Like shaking it, like violently shaking it. Right. I step back. Like, I was already a few steps back, and I was like, no, one more step back. And like, all of a sudden, it's like, the door opens right up, and he's like,
look at that.
I'm just gotta get him a little bit.
That'll be $200.
I don't know how much he charged me. I was like, okay. And that's why I was like, well, just, whatever, pay my company. He's like, nah, I'll call the guy. Because he knows the guy who owns the building. He's like, I'll call him. I'll take care of this. And I was like, all right, man. Like, but yeah, it scared the shit out of me, dude. And like, seriously, when you see this picture, it's going to get you. You're going to be like, whoa, that shit is haunted as fuck. Hold on a second. I'm going to pull it up. Pad for me, Fred. Tell me about something. How do you react to that story?
Well, it sounds like you were about to be involved in the new Scooby-Doo series on HBO Max starring Minnie Kaling.
There you go. Nicely done. I haven't watched that. Have you watched that?
No, I have not.
Okay, I know it's.
I don't want to see it.
All right. So here, I'm gonna show you, Alan. If you can put this on screen
All right,
for the viewers at home. This is the room in the middle of the day.
Oh man, yeah.
Look at what that chair.
Yeah.
A chair. I didn't touch anything. And I was like, look at this. This is where I'm gonna die. And that's where I said
that's a beautiful photograph, though, man.
Well, of course
Like,
it is.
I like the lighting in it.
Yeah, the lighting is that you see right before you fucking die. There's where I put it. Right there. In the corner.
Man.
Now that doesn't look like some fucking Jeffrey Dahmer shit. I don't even know what is.
Yeah, that's straight up 1970s.
Tell me you don't expect that. See, like you can see where the things in front of the door. Like I said, this is all adding up, Fred. I didn't embellish that at all because how could I have embellished such a fucking terrible story? Like I'm telling you, dude, it was. And then they're like, yeah, there's. I told them afterwards. I told my work, hey, yeah. So I told them what happened because I was like, I had to poop in there. And they're like, should we tell the guy? And I'm like, we'll figure it out. Like, I'll figure it out.
I was in a place like that. Like it kind of made it was creepy to. I had to do a locate at a like abandoned what do you call it? Where they slaughter the cows and shit.
Okay, I was gonna say slaughterhouse,
like a packing plant. That's what they call a meat packing plant. You know what I'm saying? It was a little small one. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, in a little country town, but it shut down and it's been abandoned for like years. And I had to go out there, and I was like, "Oh man, I just want to walk around and look at that shit." Was creepy though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
dude,
I didn't get locked in, but like, I was tiptoeing around and like, you know,
I mean, there's souls of dead animals all over that motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
man. It's like,
all of a sudden you hear moo. You're just like walking in here.
Spain where they the running of the bull. If you like the running of the ghost bulls, ghost bulls would chase him.
I like the idea that a ghost cow still says moo though, because it's a mix of boo and what cows actually say. I like the idea, like it's a ghost cow. How do you know? Because it said
moo, boo. What should I do? I don't.
Funnier. Okay, but yeah, no. So yeah, it's creepy, dude. Like that old abandoned architecture shit. My sister used to do that, where she'd be like, "We're going," because like here in South Carolina, we talked a few weeks ago about the history of ketchup, and it's similar to that in that we had a lot of sanitariums and like asylums.
Yeah,
and like they were bad places. Yeah, and like they all got like the majority of them got shut down.
Right.
But so my sister used to always do that. She'd be like, "We're going at like 2 a.m. to the abandoned asylum to walk around," and I'm like, "You fucking won't see me there."
Yeah, I ain't ever. They do that shit, man. They do that shit.
Oh, they do that shit all the time. People do that shit, dude. You know who does that shit though, Fred, right?
Yep.
White people.
I'm not saying it.
Yeah, I'll say it like right now. White people. Like, and that's why I was like, nope, no. Because they think white people think they're invincible.
Yeah.
They think some evil juju can't hit them. They're wrong.
Yeah. Right.
Don't fuck with that. Remember, Alan, we had that old room at, speaking of 40 Main, where we talked about earlier. And
the secret room.
Ourselves. Well, we had the secret room, but we also had the room in the front that whoever stayed in it for like 4 years, man, like whoever slept in that room, like it was their room, got sick as shit and stayed sick.
Really?
The entire time they were in that room.
Yep.
I don't know if it was a mold issue or what. No, I didn't think of that as being a thing. I just thought that shit was haunted. And so it was the biggest room in the house. And so when there were opportunities for me to
logically,
get it,
that room had a mold problem.
It makes perfect sense. Yeah, well, now that again, we were young. I was like 19, 20. You don't think about that stuff at that age. Like that doesn't make sense.
No.
But like, I mean, old ass house. But ghost.
The secret room, man. You had to be careful in the secret room.
I didn't go in that fucking room ever.
The secret room was
the room behind the stairwell.
Oh yeah,
upstairs. You had to go over the stairs to get to. Yeah, dude, and like I don't fuck with that shit, Fred. I'm telling you, dude, my sensibilities or that of like not the guy who dies first.
You didn't want to go in the secret room.
I didn't want to go to any of that stuff, but people are always like, "Let's go." And I'm like,
"Let's go to the secret room." Yeah, they go to the secret room, and then the house would shake and shit.
Yeah,
God damn it, stay out of the secret room.
Out of the secret room.
You'd hear people walking up and down the stairs all the time in that house. Nobody home.
Nobody.
Like, I'd be home. I was the only one. I worked third shift. Everybody else. So during the day, I'd hear people. I'd be like, "Who the fuck's home?" You go look outside. Nobody. I'd be like, well,
"Yeah, they'd be going up and down the stairs."
Later.
2:00 in the morning. Go.
No,
I wouldn't.
Oh yeah.
No, I didn't give a shit. I was like, "Cool, what's up, man?" Like,
yeah, exactly. Most of the time, we were like,
"Talk to the ghost." We were like, "It's cool. Like, listen, I'm not gonna fuck with you. You don't fuck with me," and it was cool.
Yeah,
dude, that's how you had to do it, though. Like, you got to talk to that shit.
No, I'm not doing it.
I've seen.
I mean, he didn't like me too much.
What was that movie with
when I walked in and the pictures fell?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the pictures fell when I walked in.
It wouldn't just happen, man.
Yeah.
What was that movie with Nicole Kidman? The Others?
Yeah.
So that was always my thinking is like, maybe they think we're the ghost.
Yeah.
I invented that shit too, because that was before that came out.
Yeah.
And so I would be like, listen up, ghost. Like, we're cool, man. Like, you do you. I'll do me. I'm going to pretend you don't exist. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah, it was like, we won't go in the secret room and you can do whatever you want.
Don't, like I said, I'd never be like, or sometimes I'd be like, what's up, ghost? But then I would say that in my head, but I couldn't say it out loud because I'm like, that shit's going to pop up like John Adams.
Yep. And then we couldn't go in that back room. In the back room, the one with the stairs, we couldn't go in there either. Yeah, you just could walk in and just go through it.
It was only to go through. If you stayed in it, the
windows would start shaking.
Yeah, dude, it was fucked up. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was great, good times.
Yeah, we worked around it.
Yeah,
y'all didn't tell none of us that shit when we was coming over to visit and shit.
Why you need to know?
Cause
you don't know. You don't need to mess with that ghost.
Nah, you guys were fine because you guys were in the living room. So as long as we had everybody in the living room, we were fine.
It was like you didn't have to worry about it. Anyway, so needless to say, Fred was trapped and I pooped. It's good time. It's good times, Fred. So, all right, I trapped and I pooped. So we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back on the other side. Oh, thank you for listening to Pop Culture Bros. Follow us on BLC Podcast on Facebook and Twitter at BLC World.
And TikTok.
All the shit. We are a top 50,000 podcast, ladies.
Yes.
Top 50,000, baby. We're way higher than that. We're way up in there, baby.
Well, there's 5 million podcasts, and we're in the top 50,000.
Hey,
we're in the top, like, I don't know. I think we're in the top 20.
I'll take that.
No, we're the best. We're the best in the.
We're the best. We're the best.
We're the number one.
We're the brightest.
24,750 in the world.
For leisure.
For leisure.
For leisure. We're in leisure
mode all the time, baby. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast featuring Allan's movie reviews. We should have teased at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, you should have. You slacker.
The Black Lincoln Collective Podcast will return after a word from our sponsors.
Hey kids, this is Steve.
And this is Ryan.
And we are the Ryan Hates Everything Podcast.
Here's what people are saying about our show.
Jen from Akron, Ohio says, funny as fuck, but hard to masturbate to.
Joe, a longtime Black Lincoln Collective listener from Columbia, South Carolina, writes, Ryan Hates Everything is what the Black Lincoln Collective would be if they had full-size dicks.
Boomer Frank from Naples, Florida says, so funny that I actually shit my pants. No, seriously, I shit my pants. So you guys owe me money for a new pair of underwear and my dry cleaning bill, except the letter from my attorney. A new episode available every Friday at 5 a.m.
Because unlike these BLC fuckers, we'll be there for you when you wake up.
Listen to the Ryan Hates Everything Podcast.
Available on every major streaming platform. Paid for by Fred for Governor 2022.
welcome back to the 76th edition of Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, don't Kanye's
She's got to fly.
No, Kanye's up there.
Yeah, I saw Kanye up there. I didn't want to.
Kanye looking down at you.
It's creeping me out. It was creeping me out yesterday too. So guys, it's
Kanye descending. Huh?
No,
tell me that might just be the name of the show tonight.
Kanye descending.
The worst, best joke you've ever told. So, for speaking of the best and the worst, but no, just the best. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, and Allan should have music for this, but we'll see. We'll wait for it. Quietly.
Oh wait,
he has all the music. Is this what we did for Allan's movie reviews?
Yes, Allan's movie music.
Is the music? Okay, hey, welcome. Fred, it's time for Allan's movie reviews.
Yay!
So Allan, tell us what you're reviewifying this week.
Well, the movie I'm doing this week is called...
You didn't turn the thing on that says your name. It says
okay. Hold on.
Production value's gone to shit lately, Fred.
Well, when it's for me, I'm not gonna.
You should be more. You should do it more for you.
Yeah,
you got to advocate for yourself, Allan.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Allan's Movies Reviews, brought to you by Bang Bros, the same people who sponsor Fred's News. You want to bang? Go to Bang Bros.
They're like, if you can make it,
are you a bro? You like to bang?
Are you a bro? Do you like
this
to
one
bang?
should be Bang Bras.
Bang Bras.
I don't know what you can take it either way. It's for ladies and men.
Yes, Bang Bras. It's made by Bang Bras is the white version. Bang Bras. Hey, bro.
That's not my thing to decide, Fred.
Hey,
I'm not the one who decides what Bang Bras is to you.
It's a Bang Bra. Yeah.
Make it your own. That's what I say. All right. So, Allan, what is the name of Allan's excellent movie of the week?
The movie of the week is called The Velocipaster.
Ladies and gentlemen, The Velocipaster.
It's the Velocipaster.
Yes.
Okay, this movie is fucking awesome.
Okay, let me give a synopsis. Can I give you a synopsis of the movie?
Yes, of course.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have to tell you, all three of us have seen this movie. Some of us have seen it more than others.
Yes.
I'm not one of the ones who've seen it more than other people. So I did watch it, and I kind of put we got some stuff together. So the Velocipaster is Velocipaster is the unlikely story of a mole-encrusted priest who teams up with a very conservative prostitute/lawyer to vanquish crime and avenge the death of his parents.
She was a lawyer?
She was a prostitute and a lawyer at different times.
She wanted to go to school for law.
She wanted to go to school to be a lawyer.
Right. That's what she was
aspiring lawyer.
She was an aspiring lawyer.
The prostitute
slash prostitute.
So, okay. So tell us a little bit about this movie. You have to sell it to the people at home.
Dude. This movie, I'm telling you.
End of show. It sells itself.
It's basically. It starts off with a guy. He's a pastor, and
he's very moly.
Yes, and his parents were killed by Frankie Mermaid. Frankie Mermaid.
Frankie Mermaid.
Frankie Mermaid.
Yeah.
Frankie Mermaid killed.
Right. Frankie Mermaid, yeah.
He killed.
He was taken too soon.
Yes.
Who was a pimp?
Yeah, he was a pimp.
Frankie the pimp mermaid.
Yeah, Frankie the pimp mermaid.
Frankie Mermaid. Yeah. Okay, and so real quick, spoiler alerts for everybody listening. If you haven't seen The Velocipaster, pause that episode right now.
Now, yeah.
At 34 minutes or whatever, and go watch The Velocipaster.
Yes.
For the next 2 hours.
Yeah, because we about to spoil the shit out of it.
And we have to spoil it to appreciate it.
Yeah.
So Frankie Mermaid, so spoiler alert, whatever.
Yeah, Frankie Mermaid kills the Velocipaster. Well, kills the pastor. He's not a Velocipaster.
Frankie Mermaid was one of the few characters in this movie early on that I was like, this guy, I want to see where his story goes.
This guy gets it.
Yeah, I was like, me and this guy? Yeah. I feel
him. Yep. So after his
Mermaid goes up.
Yep, and he kills the it's actually a Catholic priest, but they call him.
Yeah, he's a priest.
He's a priest, but we'll go with that.
Philosopher wannabe pastor.
So when that happens, he loses his religion in a way,
Right.
And he travels to China.
Right. So Frankie, yes.
He said China.
He travels to China.
He
travels to China. China.
It's like China is east, is what.
Yes. Well, that's where he went. He went to China, and then some chick was running around with a rock. No, she had like a.
Did you have a bow and arrow or some shit?
No, it was a raptor claw.
A raptor claw. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a raptor claw.
And the raptor claw cuts the dude, and he turns into the Velocipaster.
And then
and what he does is basically he just kills bad people.
Yeah.
Right. Well, who is it that says, "What did that Chinese say to you?" That was definitely said in that movie. And
Who
said that? The older pastor, right? Is the one who said that.
Yeah, because he comes back. He comes back.
He came back. It was so funny though, like when he went to China, like he was like, driving. First of all, he drove to China.
He drove to China, and then when he got to China, it looked like a hills in California somewhere.
It was like my backyard, dude. And he was in the woods, and they just said China.
They just let us take it forward, man. That shit correct. I was like, I know where. And then what is it? He says China is east, right? He actually.
Yeah, he's like China. He's looking at his compass and says China really is east.
You're like, what the fuck? So one thing I will say about the Velocipaster, I didn't realize the classification of it initially. It is classified as a comedy / action movie.
Okay, yeah.
So I didn't actually notice any real true jokes in it.
What are you talking about?
It was just things like that.
The beginning of it was
saying China, and then
and that's where the comedy came in. And
at the beginning of it, they show the parents they're supposed to be burning up, and they put visual effects insert here.
That was fun.
It's just an empty parking lot.
And they cut back and forth, and he's like, "No,
no, you're right.
Visual effects here. It's just
Insert
an empty
here.
parking space."
It was just an empty parking spot, and then they show Frankie Marshall.
Frankie Mermaid.
Frankie Mermaid, that's
Frankie
right.
Mermaid.
Taking too soon.
Yes.
But and then,
so
basically, what he does is he wakes up. He comes back to the States, and he's starting to have nightmares.
Right.
And he wakes up in the nightmares and starts running into the forest. And the next thing you know, the what was her name? The prostitute lawyer.
I don't know.
Single female lawyer, prostitute, whatever. Having lots of sex.
So then it leads us into probably one of the best karate priest montages I've ever seen.
Yes.
Like working out, kicking ass,
That's right.
Plato's legs, preaching, reading a book about dinosaurs.
Yes,
Jesus,
he does.
love. Because he's like teaching her, the girl. Remember, he saves her from Frankie.
Right, yeah.
He's like teaching her how to be about Jesus, and like learning about dinosaurs at the same time.
Yeah, and then he finds out that the Frankie mermaid killed the parents, and that's when he goes after him.
Yeah. No, Frankie came in the confessional.
Oh, that's right. Frankie came, he turned into
Frankie
the Velociraptor.
Came in the confessional. It was like,
They like went through the
He
And then-
tore him up in the
Okay, you guys got to imagine how he looked as a Velociraptor. You know them suits, them dinosaur suits that fill up with air.
You'll have to see. Yeah.
Let me see.
No. Once you can't. I don't want to spoil that.
No, we can't show him a picture of that.
Let me just say this.
Yeah.
The Velocipaster, when you see him in his full light, is a sight to behold. It is impressive. It is memorable. It may change your life.
Yep.
Like, if I'm being honest. So watch, and that's the thing. We don't want to ruin. We don't want to give away too much for it.
No.
And that's that's a pretty epic moment in the movie, and it's like
when it has
things change once you see.
Yeah, once you see the
the dinosaur looks like.
Yeah, with the
once you see the Velocipaster,
yes.
So it's been a little while since I saw this movie. So I took some notes, and I'm going to let you guys. I'm going to read this note, and you tell me what I'm talking about because I don't remember this. I said Father Jones looks like the lead singer from System of a Down.
He does.
Is he the guy? He was like, yeah.
Father Jones is the one that takes him to the other dude so he can do an exorcism on him, and he turns into the Velocipaster again.
Yeah, I was like, that dude looks just like the guy from System of the Down.
Doesn't he kill Father Jones?
No, he like cut him though.
Yeah, he cut him. That's right. He cut him.
Yeah,
and then he told him the story about when he was in Vietnam. And
he
was in Vietnam with his girlfriend. And his girlfriend shows up to Vietnam, and she gets blown up by a landmine.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like fighting the war with all the dudes who are wearing different uniforms.
Yeah.
He's talking to his best friend. He was smoking a cigarette and gets blown up by a landmine. Yeah. He's just smoking the cigarette. He wasn't even moving.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, like, his girlfriend shows up, and I was like,
he was like, when I get back, you name one of them kids after me.
Yeah.
And then his girlfriend's like, I got you. And she blows up.
That was so funny, dude.
Even Vietnam don't like my backyard.
Yeah,
Like, oh shit, and this is Vietnam right on the screen. That's how we know.
Like I said, it is the greatest movie.
It's
not the greatest movie ever. It's not my number one.
Well, now, so go ahead.
36 grand.
Is that how much that cost?
36 grand.
Yes.
Well, I feel like it made $1 million at least. I hope.
I mean, shit. It got what 5. It got
5,000 stars.
5 stars or some shit like that. 5 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, 5 out of 10. Okay, 5 out of 10. I was like 5 stars. Like, come on.
No, not a 5 out of 5.
No.
I mean, I gave it 4.5 out of 5.
Sure, which is a valid, totally valid.
Yeah, that's Allan stars.
Yeah.
And then, friend, what was it? What was the movie we reviewed last? Snakes on a Train, right?
Snakes on a Train. Yeah.
Where it was like at the 1 hour mark. Remember that? I remember this for the rest of my life for some reason. The 1 hour mark is almost exactly is when we see that titty.
Yeah.
Titty
at 1 hour.
So
this had no titty.
No, but it did have the most non-sexually like sexy sex scene I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, it did. And at the beginning of the movie, she had a big old ass on her.
Yeah,
but then at the end,
it was all flat.
It was all flat.
Like, where booty go?
That's what you want to
that
know.
was the thing.
That's because when he tapped it, it burnt.
Yeah, I started that movie and I was like, what is this bullshit? And then I saw that booty and I was like, okay, I get it.
All right, I'm in.
Yeah, because I was like, man, that's a big ass booty on her. Dude, we so tiny.
And the thing about it was, it looked like it was the beginning of like Parks and Rec. Like the way they shot the sex scene.
Yes.
It was like it'd been like mixed with like a 90s music video.
Yeah.
But with a lot of hand holding, which was real weird.
It was
There's a lot of hand holding in that sex scene. I was just like, okay, I get it.
Too much hand holding.
I'm into it. And maybe that's how they do it. Prostitute. Because like it's a prostitute and a priest, Fred. So you gotta meet.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's not gonna,
we can't do this again. And he had his tiny whiteys.
Yeah,
and then they were fighting in the room. Then
common thing with Snakes on a Train. A lot of tiny whiteys in this movie.
And like she beat up ninjas.
Yeah, because ninjas were looking for the raptor thing.
Yeah.
And so they went after.
Yeah, I didn't understand. Yeah, ninjas. Yeah, because it was taken. So the people who were chasing that lady in the beginning, then realized where he was.
Yeah,
when they figured out who he was, then they went after them again.
Yeah, then they came after him.
Right. So like all of a sudden, right after that sex scene, you're like, is this the end of the movie? Like here we go.
Oh no!
And
the word China kept popping up.
Nope. That's when the movie started.
Yeah.
After the sex scene.
Well, that's the thing about it is
because he started wearing the leather jacket.
It was like an organization that was trying to push Christianity or Catholicism.
Right. He was on their side.
On the nation. You know what I'm saying? On the world. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to take over the world.
It was like the evil council.
Religion. Right. Yeah. And drugs. Religion and drugs.
It was religion and drugs. That's right.
Yeah,
and he come out.
They couldn't take over the world.
What about the song he wrote? Or that he was like, the song was called I Didn't Even Have Time to Think. Remember that song? And like the whole damn time it was playing, he was just thinking about stuff, sitting down while he was like, after he realized he was like giving up his religion. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, that's when he was
like, the song
was that when he was driving?
Well, he was just sitting thinking about stuff. And the song just kept saying, didn't even have time to think. And I'm like, it's 3 minutes of him sitting watching, thinking about stuff.
Yep. Then he had to fight his brother.
Which again, under the lens of like comedy, hilarious.
Right. Yeah.
Then he had to fight his brother that was blonde and blue eyes.
Yeah. But why did Doug have nunchucks? That's what I need to like.
Because he was ninja.
But he was just like, it's me, Doug. Like, it was just so random that like everyone. That's the thing, that the movie takes such a hard left turn into like a ninja movie.
Right.
It's awesome.
But see, I think another thing that might shed some light on this movie is, did you realize that it was set in the 70s?
Yes.
No, I did not realize.
Yeah. Yeah, all the cars and stuff were in the 70s.
Yeah, it was set in the 70s.
No.
Yeah, it was his parents, but like,
then he grew up. He was a kid then, and then he grew up. So
no, because the car, he drove. I think it was like a Ford Escort or something. He was driving.
Yeah, he was a priest.
When his parents, when his parents died. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he was giving a sermon when his parents died, and then like Mermaid, he was like a pimp. You know what I'm saying?
He was a pimp in the 70s.
You know what I'm saying? He was a 70s pimp. You know what I mean? With the fur coats and the big hat. You know?
Yeah. Dude, it was great.
I was like, this shit is set in the 70s, dude. It was very entertaining. I'll give it to you. Like I said, it started out and I was like, what the fuck is this? But like with my humor, my kind of comedy, that just slid right in my
They set it up
wheelhouse.
for like a lot of sequels too.
Yeah.
Multiple sequels.
Yeah. I mean, just get your hand on 36 grand.
Give him credit. We can make it. We can make it, Fred.
Yeah.
So what was it? What was the award that we could get nominated for? Was it a Golden Globe? It was like $400 to get nominated for.
Yeah, Golden Globe.
I would like to start our Patreon. Okay, listen to this. All right, and I don't even know, when did Velocipaster come out? In like 2021, 2019?
No, I think it was 13 maybe.
No, 20.
Dude, it was
2018.
It was 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
2017. Yeah. 2017, 2018. Yeah. So, yeah, you got to, like, I think we should nominate it for a Golden Globe. I think we should, everybody on our Patreon.
We should. I think
get us
the
$400. It's got a 4.8 rating.
Own award show.
We should.
We should do our own award show, the Black Lincoln Collective.
We can't just call it the Blackies?
Show. No, you can't call it the Blackies. What the fuck, man?
I thought that was a good name for a award show. I'm sorry, not a racist thing. I can just call her. It's
Starting Fred.
No, you can call it the Linkies,
and you would win every one. So, yeah, I would love to do that. We should nominate, every year. We should nominate. But see, that's the only problem is I don't watch enough movies now. Like, I only watch Velocipaster because of the reviews and because Allan insisted that I watch it.
Oh, yes.
I'm glad I did. Don't make no mistake. And I'm glad I watched Snakes on a Train, too. Great movies.
Yeah.
But nonetheless.
Very entertaining.
So, Freddie, what do you give it?
I give it 3.5 stars.
3 out of 5? 3.5 out of 5?
3 out of 5, yeah.
What would you have changed to make it better?
I'd have put some more money into it. But
nah, Freddie was like, I put some boobies in it. If you had boobies in it.
A titty in there for real.
I thought you would
at least 2 titties.
And like, again, yeah. And that really is what kind of cemented Snakes on a Train as like a BLC movie classic.
That's right. That titty.
Because like, it's like, well,
that's right.
That one titty.
That makes a difference, though.
That one titty did.
That's why movies in the 80s were like so much better.
Right.
The movies in like the 90s and beyond. Like, because there was it could be any movie. It could
if it had a titty in it, I would have given
almost
it
all movies in the 80s. Had titties in them.
Straight 5.
I would have given it a straight 5. Yeah, I give it.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, it's in my top. It actually is.
Because you're like,
yeah. Oh, that's right. It'd be like, show me a boobie. Yeah. Velocipaster. Show me
Velocipaster. Yeah. So yeah, I give it a 4 out of 5. Like I said, watching it, it's one of those movies that like it's okay. So like when I watched Zoolander the first time,
right,
I was like, that movie was not that great. Like I was like, yeah, it was fine, whatever, sort of funny, whatever. And then I went back and watched it a second time. And when I watched it the second time, I was like, that shit is hilarious. And I feel like Velocipaster is going to be the equivalent. Like when I go back to watch it again,
yeah,
I'm going to appreciate it so much more. Because you guys both watched it twice, right?
Yeah, I did watch it twice.
And I think that, and would you say the second viewing was more enjoyable than the first?
It was, because I had a person like who hadn't seen it sitting next to me, so like seeing their reaction to it, you know what I mean, it was classic. It's priceless.
Yeah.
When he tore that dude's head off. It was that dummy head.
Oh yeah, it was a little baby head.
Yeah, it was like with the goatee or the fucking like, he held it for like a minute, like a solid minute.
Yo, I think most of the budget went on that dude, because that dude looked like he was a really good actor. Like
they actually had
the Chinese guy. He looked like he was like
all the budget was probably sent. It was like going back and forth to China for those two scenes.
Yeah,
he was. Let me see, who was he? He was. Oh man, I had him right here.
Yang
Yunching. Right. You know, never mind. He's some dude.
It's going the way of the blackies.
He was that guy.
Yeah.
So the only thing I will say is he must have been a really shitty priest, because he was like, at the end of the movie, he was like, "This is the best. I finally found what I'm best at, or whatever. This is the best thing I'm doing." And he's like been doing it for 2 days. He was a priest for all these years, and he's just like, what better raptor than I am a priest?
I'm done.
What better fighting ninjas? It was weird to me that the girl also became like a karate ninja fighter.
Yeah,
like all of a sudden.
Did you see that one scene where he was like hit, and then she was just in the background, just like doing it?
Like Mortal Kombat
stance.
Yeah. And she had the tight black suit on now, and she had like the tiger thing. Suddenly she was like,
I was ready for somebody to go, fight.
Finish her. Which I'm honestly surprised that didn't happen at some point. So, no, it was great. It was great. I all in all, like I said, 4 out of 5. If I'd have seen a titty.
Yeah, the titty would have made it a 5. I gave it a 4.5.
Well, so there's Allan's movie review of the Velocipaster.
Velocipaster.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with a little bit more, or more than that, Black Lincoln Collective Podcast.
The Black Lincoln Collective Podcast will return after a word from our sponsors.
Welcome back to the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. We would love to thank Allan for his excellent movie review of the Velocipaster. And if anybody knows, we should talk to Craig and David and see if they know anybody who was in it. Remember the guys from?
Yeah.
We see if they know anybody who was in it. We can try to get them on the show, because honestly, just like the Mario Man Peoples thing, I would love to have one of those guys on the show.
Maybe we could put them two together,
right?
And they can create Velocipaster 2.
Velocipeobles. It's Velocipaster, except it's Mario Man Peoples as the he turns into the rapper. He would love it, I know.
Velocipaster.
A scathing look at underground of the Catholic Church.
Velocichoir. It's a choir of Velocipeople.
The whole team, yeah. No, this is it's like a Velocibishop.
Yeah.
Lots of bishops.
And then Velocipaster 3, Velocicongregation.
It could be. Hey, we're joined by our old friend. I will hold on one second, Satan.
Where the hell did you come from?
Hold on one second, because I have one more idea. Velocipaster that would be really good. What if it was about a guy who owned like a Mexican taqueria, and it was Velocipastor?
Velocipastor.
Yes, it's just about this guy. He's like a velociraptor making fucking tacos all day. I would watch that.
My hands are too small. I have too many orders.
Not enough fingers. Ay.
Too small.
We could actually probably do it.
Too many tacos.
Yeah. Yeah, we know a guy. Well, you guys know. Well,
I'm pretty sure you got a bunch.
I know a guy who's got a taco truck in Oklahoma.
That's true. True, you do know a guy.
Get all the tacos you want.
Satan, you have barged your way onto our show, which is great.
Yes.
Again, as usual. Well, you can't really turn down the Lord of Darkness.
No, you can't.
Rude.
No, you can't.
It's rude when he just shows up and you're like, you can't be like, get out of here. Yeah. When you've done, you've had your moments. But so why are you here?
I am here to promote something.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Actually, I can't promote it.
You can't promote it?
You can't promote it?
No, I thought about it, and it won't be appropriate for this show.
It won't. What? Satan, you're literally Satan. You don't want to.
No, I can't do it. I can't.
Do it, and we'll mute it. We'll.
All right.
If you want to hear what Satan has to promote, you have to give us money on Patreon.
Yes, you give us money on Patreon, and I'll promote it.
We'll send you the answer.
We'll send you. Yes. We're going to beep it out. So go ahead, Satan. Go ahead and do it, and we'll beep it out.
You promise you're going to bleep it out?
We're not going to beep it out. Yeah, we are. Oh yeah, we'll totally beep it out.
Well, I'm promoting anal sex.
Oh, I should have given you a okay, wait, Satan. You to do this again. Okay, so Satan,
you hit the base.
What are you here to promote?
I am here to promote anal sex.
In
the butt.
Yeah, we got that part. So, well, good to know. So, what? I don't really know that I want to take it any further.
Or is there a holiday coming up?
Is it the Anal Sex Council?
Yeah, no. February is Anal Sex Month.
Oh,
is it?
Wait,
no,
that's
you can't have Black History Month.
No.
Dude, that's
we'll do it on March.
We've been screwed enough.
Yeah, actually, then it fits the bill then. I'm funny sometimes.
Okay, Satan. So, all right, Fred.
Yeah.
Time.
Give
it to him. Give it to him, Fred.
Give it to him.
This is your revenge.
It's time for Allan's.
No, Satan's freaky facts.
Satan's freaky
facts. All right, I got some freaky facts for you.
Yeah.
Give it to me, Satan.
Grab Raven.
Do you know?
It's so freaky. Go, Satan.
Go, Freddy.
He's looking. I guarantee you, Satan's Googling freaky facts right now.
Oh, yes. I am Googling freaky facts right now.
We're not on the internet.
You should have
the internet.
Come on, man.
All right.
We're killing the airtime.
Okay. Freaky fact number 1. Freaky fact number 2.
Damn you.
Fred's face was so funny because he was like,
we were expecting
what are you going to say? So freaky facts number 1. January is donut month. Yes.
Fred, did you expect the Lord of Darkness to come up with a donut pack?
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's hard to come up on the spot with a fact and for it to be freaky.
Oh, yeah, I got a couple of freaky facts.
All right, let's hear one more. At least one more, Satan.
All right, freaky fact number 2.
Nope.
Jackie Robinson played baseball. Remember that, Fred?
It's so freaky.
It's not as freaky as expected it to be.
Well, anyway, seasoned greens from my family to yours.
I like that Satan's like behind now. Every time he's like, Jesus, greetings. It's donut season, Fred.
It's donut season. The man in January, get your free donut from Krispy Kremes. Tell them Beelzebub sent you.
All right. We'll see you later, Satan.
All right. Bye-bye now. Let me see if I can get Allan to come back.
Did you know anything about that building I got trapped in?
Oh. Well,
so some of your
actually,
friends
I do.
Is that like your summer home?
That was actually one of the houses I used to own in 1962.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I used to live there in 1962. You know, I used to party all the time, you know, with all them rockers and stuff. And
you used to hang out with Rick James, didn't you?
Yeah, Rick James, and in the 80s, I had that house. And some guy showed up looking for the golden child. And he kicked our ass and stuff. I can't remember what his name. He said he wanted the knife.
I want a knife.
All right, I'm back with my freaky fact.
Oh yeah, what happened to you, man?
I had to leave for a minute, I guess.
Yeah.
Fred, did you know that rabbits can't get sick?
Really?
That's a freaky fact.
Due to their diet and digestive systems, rabbits physically can't get sick.
Is that why they test all those chemicals on them and stuff?
I guess so.
You know what other thing rabbits do a lot?
In the butt.
Yes.
I guess they have a butt.
Yes, they do. They promote anal sex.
Rabbit butt.
Fred, did you know? I'll give you one more freaky fact. Parker's freaky facts. Fred, the apple pie was not invented in America.
Really?
What now?
That's what I'd say. You probably had a hand in this. It was invented in England.
Yes, it was.
I'll have to ask Alex about that.
Cherry.
And then I made it American apple pie. And you motherfuckers believed all of it.
They ate that shit up, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Suckers.
All right. I don't know what I missed, but I'm wondering. I thought he was leaving. He didn't leave.
Oh, no, I'm not leaving at all. When you start talking about apple pie, you know, I like that pie. You know, that. Never mind.
Hey, do you like it a la commode?
Oh, God. All right. We got to end this fucking show.
That's a freaky fact.
That was not a freaky fact. That was a gross.
Again, using greetings from my family to yours.
Okay. Bye-bye. Oh, my goodness.
Eat it in the toilet.
I know. Okay. Well, I thought it had a poopy on it.
Hey, guys.
I thought it was apple pie with a piece of poopy on it. Alamo has like ice cream on it, right? Alamo is ice cream on top.
Yeah, ice cream.
Commode was a poopy on top.
Yeah. That's why you add
Cleveland steamer.
Yeah,
there you go.
Exactly. You know, I realized something.
A Betty Crapper.
That's Cincinnati, isn't it? Yeah, I had a Skyline chili the other day. I got some Skyline chili. Yeah. Skyline chili, Fred, the famous chili place in Cincinnati.
How'd you get it?
It was frozen. You can get it in stores.
Oh, really?
It was fine.
Frozen chili.
Well, I heated it up and made it unfrozen before I ate it. I mean, it wasn't frozen when I ate it.
It's a chili.
But it was like, I totally I was thinking Cleveland steamer, and I was like, yeah, it was a Cincinnati steamer because it was immediately. I was like, yeah, I see what happened.
That's probably what made you go to the bathroom in that damn house.
And that's what got haunted. I got haunted by
Jack Burrow disease.
Yes. Joe Burrow disease.
Yeah, Joe Burrow. I said Jack. I
thought it was a Cincinnati steamer, so we can't win.
Hell, after 7 beers, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We're off the rails here.
Take me one of your French girls, Jack.
Hey, Governor, can you take me to one of your girls, Governor? Oh, I need to shut up.
Yeah, I think Alan might be a whole different thing here.
Shut up.
So, all right, Fred, do you have anything else for this week? Or do you want to tell the people anything? Go Jaguars.
Go Jags. No,
actually, did you guys watch that game?
Philly's going to win the Super Bowl.
Okay, I watched the beginning of it.
It's not a sports podcast.
This shit is over. Like,
yeah,
no, this is like, it's the end of the show. It's fine. I watched the beginning. When he threw his third pick, I was like, yeah, this is probably over.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I'm going to go to bed. But I was, right before I went to bed, I was knowing my luck. I was like, knowing my luck, they'll come back.
Yeah.
If they do, that's awesome.
Right.
And I woke up, the next morning, and I was like, bullshit.
Yeah. Nope. Like, I was waiting for it, too. I was just like, they had one drive where they went down there and scored. I was like, here it is.
Yeah, here we go.
It's about to start. You know what I mean? That Tom Brady miracle. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But no, didn't pull it off.
No, Tom Brady didn't do it. That's for sure.
I hope he retires, man.
I hope he does too.
Yeah, I passed out and I woke up right at the end.
I don't hope he retires because they said they're going to give him a job as an analyst, so I got to see him.
He's got like a 10-year contract as an analyst.
Yeah, already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, before,
didn't that Beelzebub say it was the analyst or something?
I think I might have been out for that one.
But show on NBC.
Well, you show the analyst. Starting Tom Brady. Well, you gotta put the ball in the hole.
You see, he's got that new movie too, 80 for Brady.
Yeah,
about those old women. He's gonna start banging those old women in the ass. He's gonna be fucking Lily Tomlin in the ass.
Oh, come on! Okay, I didn't even go that low.
Jock. All right, we're gonna get out of here.
Funny as shit, but I didn't go that low.
We should have. I don't know. We should have gone before. But yes, I won't. Are you going to watch 80 for Brady, Fred? I think you should.
I'm not. My mom's going to watch it.
Your mom really going to watch it?
Yeah, she is.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to watch it. I think it's going to be funny, especially the part where. Never mind. No. All right.
We're going to get out of here, everybody. Good night. Fred and Alan, say good night to people.
All right. I'll see you later.
Thomas.
See if we get Tom Brady on the show to talk about having anal sex with Lily Tomlin.
He's like, MVP!
BL, I don't know. I still don't have any of those. I gotta learn. I gotta get one of those things.
Yeah, you do gotta get you a BL.
I'll see you soon. Not good enough. Good night, everybody.
BL.
Night.
Only Tomlin anal sex.
Close. Be Lily Tomlin.
We are laughing. And we are very good friends. Good buddy, sharing a special moment.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the men's side.
Get to the chopper!
Oh, what a day. What a motherfucking day.
Well, that's all, folks.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Goddamn hip. Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
As you know, I'm a man of special needs.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. Oh, it's because I'm on like T-Pain effect.
Oh, T-Pain.
Can I hear myself?
I can hear myself. Hey, big girl.